So I got this idea to have a YouTube channel where I could just practice, not worry about anything polished or refined, just me talking. I am an owner of a martial arts academy. I do a lot of stuff here. And as you can see here, we're in the middle of January. The Christmas tree is still up. My wife does such a good job. Look at that. Oh, this thing right here, this crowd control ribbon, it was like filled with garland and stuff. And she had pieced out our academy here. Huge academy, 8,500 square feet of stuff. I'll take you through. Let me, gosh, I gotta get my head together here. But the idea is to have a place to practice where I'm not polished at all. You know, I come in here, I'm logging into my front desk system, so I'm a little distracted. Let me switch hands for a second because my thumbprint is required. But as I am the owner, master instructor, you know, there's a particular presence that I'm supposed to have here, a particular discipline, right? Got to be disciplined, right? But I'm also a real person. I go through whatever I need to go through in order to become a better, whatever I need to be better at, which is the entirety of what this place actually stands for. I think it's important to understand that even the master instructor, if that even really means something, master instructor, it's not, you know, master instructor is not about being perfect or have mastered anything. In the past, I would think that mastering something would be more on like you never get it wrong. But what it doesn't account for is getting tired. Being a master at something doesn't mean that you have infinite, oh, it's gonna be dark here. Ooh, yeah, my motion sensor lights. Speaking of lights, real quick, watch this. I don't know if you can see this. Super old school wire cutters, which is what I came here early for. I came here to replace some LED lights. That's gonna take me some time. All right, let me go into the back room here and turn on some lights. Mastery though, I was talking about mastery. There we go. Look at me. Oh yeah, look at that. There we go. Tracking me now? Okay, good. Man, look at me. I didn't even fix my hair this morning. This is my back room. Look at this. Where the staff room. Man, this room was filled all the way to the ceiling when we first got here with these shelf racks, like metal shelf racks. And man, we tried to figure out what we wanted to do with that room. Originally, this place was a fashion bug back in the 80s and 90s. This is my second time being in this spot. First time was when I was still in government service, but you guys didn't know that. I was a GS employee. I worked for the government for about 16 years. I was a cybersecurity specialist, CISSP, which took me 5 times to pass. And it was one of the hardest certifications to let go when I decided to be a full-time martial arts person. Don't regret it though. I am proud of my achievements and the direction in my life. And this direction in my life, you know, I saw with great passion and meaningfulness. I would not trade it for the world. It has been one of the hardest things in my life, the hardest things, which brings me right back to being a master, right? Whatever that means, being a master. You're allowed to get tired, man. You're allowed to get tired. Now, I see this thing on YouTube where they say like, speak to your audience, speak to your perfect avatar, whatever your avatar is. The avatar that I'm speaking to is me. Like if you're like me, someone who works really hard, have been put in a spot where everything is important, and learning how to relax and have some downtime to slow down and be a part of the community that which you have been building. Your community could be your business if you are an entrepreneur, or your community could be your own family. And that's meaningful. Okay, and it's difficult. Your best is always required, and it is okay to not be perfect. Look at this place, man. It's friggin' huge. It's friggin' huge. And man, it does come with a lot of responsibilities. Being a master, you're allowed to be tired. You are. Who you show your tiredness to, I think, is important. But most importantly, it's how you act in your tiredness and how you are exhausted, how you are trying to release some of the energy. And it's like this, the yin and yang thing, right, of martial arts. You have this side where you talk, the light, and you have to have space for that. And you have the yang. And that's the part where a lot of the masters it's weird to say social media because I was born in 77. So I'm a Gen X. We didn't have this, right? We didn't have the abundance of the internet to speak to someone. And growing up, just to show a little crack in whatever that you're working on, that's a vulnerability, and you don't want people to see that. But I think the perfection persona, the presentation of perfection can be a double-edged sword. So I think there's a balance that is really important, and I don't know, I'm just kind of rambling here since this is my first one. I had this idea I was going to put, I think I mentioned it earlier, so like even here in how I'm trying to put my words together, as a martial arts instructor, I find myself rehearsing lesson plans or the things that I've said before, and I really want to improve the way that I speak on it so it doesn't sound so raw and take up a lot of people's time to do the process right in front of them, which is the opposite end of the coin, right? Like as a martial arts instructor, I have students that I say to them, it's okay, you're here in a safe space where you can go through your development and go through your polishing and your refinement, and then get to whatever perfection that you're trying to chase. But also at the same time, I'm going to tell you that perfection is impossible, but it's always a good idea to continue chasing it. So like, how do I give that to myself? Well, I do have my mentors too. I don't necessarily have access to them all the time, because they're trying to run their stuff too, And I know you know that. But it's okay. Master can get tired. I hope I completed that thought. We're now closing in on 9 minutes. I'm just rambling. But yeah. Here, let me show you what I'm getting ready to do. And this vlog here is not intended for everyone. Like I said, it's for me. And if you're like me, then maybe all this stuff is gonna mean something. But here, check this out. I'm gonna point it this way. This is an LED fluorescent bulb. Can't see that very well, but there is no ballast to it because you have to do a direct, what is it called? Ballast bypass. Type B. Type B. Man, I had to go through YouTube and find out how I can do that because, man, ballasts they're a pain in the butt, man. They're a pain in the butt. I'm over here. Let's go over here. Like that. See? You see that? Can I point it upwards? That light, even though on the camera it looks okay, is not on all the way. And it has been like that for probably more than 8 months, bro. 8 months. I got to fix it. And that's what I'm here today for. That's why I came in early. So I'm supposed to put that up. This is the bathroom lobby. So that's what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm showing you this, but just kind of walking around. All right, I need to take care of that. I need to stop this. But I don't know, it's kind of like therapy for myself. I'm a real person. You're a real person. It's okay to be tired. Just don't go nuts, right? Having frustrations is, it's normal. It's normal. Healthy outlets, I think, is important. Letting go and exploding all over the place is not a good thing. And, not to say that, everyone has their moments. Everyone has their moments. And I remember like this place, right? Like as much as you would like to say that all martial artists are cleaned out in the head and cleaned out in the emotions and stuff like that. You're looking at somebody who's been doing it for a long time. But what about the beginners who come in? Because they want to learn how to do that. So what does that mean about me as some quote unquote master? It means I've been there. And it continues to show up, but in many different qualitative ways, When you have mastered some area of your life, there's another area to improve. And it's all about constant and never-ending improvement. So a master isn't someone who's at the end. A master who is somebody who's been in the middle for a long time, that has accepted what needs to be accepted, and there is no end result because life is continuous.